like the adjustments on your Medusa, your M2?
Let's go.
Look at that dining package on that shit.
It's fun, man.
It's a nice car.
I mean, Mark did everything to it. Like,
that would be our friend Mark Norris. What's the name of his shop, Zach?
Bavarian Auto
Works, right? Yeah, in the Valley.
He's like, he's like, man. He's like, this is so great. He goes, I'm gonna do everything that I did to mine to yours. And I was like, yeah, that sounds like a good deal.
His is fast as fuck.
This thing is crazy. No, it's just he just did everything, man. I mean, new software, suspension, air intake.
Do they do the dyno suspension on that?
He did everything.
It makes it softer. It makes it better.
And then, not that it changes it that much, but it's so fun that then Dynan finally released the new exhaust for it because they didn't have it yet.
Oh, do you have it now?
I have it now.
Oh, I'll have to hear it before you leave. I think it had the old one on it last time I saw it.
It's a lot of fun, man. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, I mean,
I think we're gonna have to find you something like, I don't know, something old or something really, really crazy batshit fast.
I think so.
Yeah. What Dodge thing are you doing? Are you allowed to say? Is that like an embargo thing?
I don't know. They just were like, it's funny. We had a couple conversations, and then like they got on the phone with me with like 12 people, and they're like jumping in, you know. And I go, hey, you know. And I did the whole thing, like the spiel about like I'm just a guy.
Yeah.
You know. And they're like, just so you know, these are fast. Like somebody jumped in, and I was like, yeah.
The cars?
Yeah. I was like, I've driven fast cars.
Yeah,
They're like, this is really fast.
What are they giving you, Hellcats?
Yeah,
of course.
And I go, I would expect.
Yeah, something
Hellcat.
called Hellcat that goes fast. Yes.
Yeah. And they're like, it'll take a second to get used to. And I was like, okay. I was like, all right.
What they mean are, unlike the McLarens you've been driving, these don't stop or turn very well.
Yeah. Well, I was just stoked to.
Are they sending you cars? Or are you going somewhere?
They're sending them.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, that's exciting. I just got invited to my first traditional press launch since pandemic, and I actually declined because I don't really want to fly there for 2 days to Charlotte. I just said I'm going to get for the Durango Hellcat and for the 2021, I don't know, Charger Red Eye wide body something or other. Probably the same shit they got you in.
Probably.
Yeah. Have you ever driven one of those cars, a Hellcat powered car? They're really fun. I mean, they're stupid as hell. I mean, but they're so silly and great. They're like just driving like a big couch.
Yeah.
You know, and they do really good burnouts, and you got to get one going like 80 and then roll into it and see how fast they accelerate from
80. Yeah. That's the move.
And just the supercharger whine is very good.
I'm excited about it.
It's a lot like your Mercedes, but with none of the polish, none of the traction, a little bit more party. You know,
you like right? The Rentec E63?
Yeah,
very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice. Great power, hasn't ruined it, and it makes more like tuner car-y blow-off noises.
Yes.
Yeah, it does really nice blow-off noises.
Which is fun.
Fucking fast.
Yeah, it's fast.
Yeah,
it's fast car.
It's a really good car.
But I saw somebody ask a question. That one at the top there. I was thinking.
Nick wants to know if you miss your 718. Is that a Cayman 718 or Boxster?
Yeah.
Do you miss it?
Yes.
Okay. And will you get another one?
And a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you should get like a Boxster Spider or something. The 6-cylinder one.
I ordered that GT4.
Oh, you did?
There you go.
Oh, all right. There we go. Excellent. What color?
Why'd you get rid of the 718?
I don't know. I actually really regret it. I think it was stupid. Because it's like back to the neighbor Miata conversation. Of the cars that I've owned and driven, it was the most pleasurable drive. It was a 718 GTS. It had like some nice BBI mods, which, I mean, it definitely changed it.
Yeah.
But the daily fun experience of driving that car.
Yeah.
I don't. As much as I like what I have, it's not the same.
I'm with you. It was a Cayman or a Boxster?
It was a Cayman.
Yeah. Those cars are great every day.
They're really fun, man.
Yeah.
Like that car. Like what I'm saying is, I could be on the freeway, and sure, like whenever you're in any car like that, other crazy cars will pull up and try to race you and stuff, and you get dusted by some Turbo S or something. But the fun of driving that car, the fun of going to the Comedy Store and then driving through the canyons,
I'm pushing the car way too hard.
Man, like every night I would be ear to ear smiling driving through.
Oh, on going down Sunset. On
Yeah,
the way
going
home.
up. And I would cut when I lived. I would cut through the canyons to drive. It was just like go up Benedict Canyon or Coldwater or whatever. Just the way taking turns in that car.
When you've got mid-engine balance and you've got the double wishbone suspension, it can actually like really absorb the bumps well and keep the contact patch, so it's not super bouncy.
Sure. Yeah.
You know?
And I would take that car also to do, if I do like Brea or Irvine, and the best would be finish your gig, and then it's 11:30 at night or something, and drive home like that.
Just stick it at 100.
Oh,
yeah, they're
so
good for that.
fun.
They're nice cars.
I got pulled over in that coming back from a Santa Barbara gig.
I could see that happening.
Yeah.
How big?
Was it in Ventura?
It was up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was a female police officer who goes, "You're going pretty fast." And I was like, I don't even know.
Stammered through it.
I do the thing where I look down at the console and I go, I don't even know what all these do.
I just got this car today.
And they like run your plate and
Yeah.
everything, and they're like, all right, no warrants. And then they're like, just keep it slow down.
Oh, warning? Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I was like,
nice.
Just told us that.
I frequent almost every time I've gotten pulled over in a press car, it's been like the first day I had it, where I'm like, I just got this today and I'm not used to it at all, and so that usually works.
Yeah.
But then they're like, you were walking away from us and we were going 110.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, but you've driven before, right? It's not your first time in a car. And you're like, I think so.
I was in a Turbo S and you were in an F250 with a cargo box on the back.
Yes.
Steven wants to know if my little red Lamborghini Countach will suffer from being at the Peterson for so long. I mean, it's obviously not great to let cars sit, but like, I drove that car every week for 18 months. If it sits once for a couple months and then I go back to driving it a lot again, it'll probably be fine.
Yeah.
It'll probably be okay. It'll probably be angry with me the first time I try to start it. They also said that at the museum they're going to start it and warm it up every month, so it won't be totally idle. Nick Albo, favorite 90s rapper whips. Oh, there's a couple of directions to go there. We talking about like 64 Impala?
Oh, right.
Or are we talking about like Ice-T's? Ice-T had like Rolls Royces and Benzes on rims and shit. He had really good taste.
For me, it was like all about, like in that era, because that's the hip hop era for me, but also mixed with the explosion of like NFL, NBA, you know. I was all about the Benzes back then.
The big body Benzes.
The Benzes, man. Like I thought that was the statement piece.
Yeah.
A lot of, like Ice-T had that. I feel like Guru had a Benz, and Eric Sermon, like EPMD. They had like Beamers and Benzes. That was the thing, like the big body
Ice-T
Benz.
had a
Sometimes
560
the
SEC, which is the big pillarless one from the late 80s. Those were the shit.
Yeah, those are pretty dope. The
Biggie
SLs
had
were
the
big.
124 convertible, the E-Class, the E320 convertible.
Oh, he did?
Remember that? Was it the Hypnotized video? Where him and Diddy are the one where they're driving in reverse. There's a whole video where they're driving an E-Class convertible in reverse, and those things were like 90 grand new, and now they're like 13,000.
Really?
Yeah, but they cost a lot to maintain. Actually, what is that video? Is it the Dead Wrong?
Maybe.
Wrong video? I guess. Yeah. It's him and whatever. Who cares?
Yeah.
Or like, you can go full Euro tuner, like Gimbala 911 and stuff.
But you shouldn't.
Tom, what car would you consider to be a guilty pleasure? What guilty pleasure? Is that guilty pleasure is like something you're embarrassed to be seen doing but really like?
I guess.
There's no car that would embarrass you.
I don't think so. No, I mean, I don't consider them. I mean, they're all kind of a pleasure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's people like my Vespa outside.
Yeah.
I ride my Vespa everywhere, and I put a video up of my Vespa this morning.
Yeah.
There's a couple people that are like, nobody wants to be seen riding that. Get the fuck out of here, dude. That's not true at all.
I have never driven a motorcycle before.
You haven't?
And then I did last week or 2 weeks ago. And I mean, this is on a residential street, a Bonneville T.
Oh, Triumph?
I guess.
Yeah, Bonneville's a triumph. Yeah.
I've never been on a motorcycle. And then the funny thing is, all the online coaches, they're like, first of all, it's the wrong bike for you. Second, and you're like, hey, dude, I don't know if you missed the whole part where I've never driven a motorcycle before.
Any motorcycle
Like,
is
at
the
all.
right motorcycle for the
Like
first
that.
time. Yeah.
But
Nothing about that
I
is
was
the wrong
about
bike
to
for the first
fucking-
time for you.
I felt the thrill of it, and then just getting used to the clutch downshift, and I was like trying to find neutral to brake. And I was like, holy shit! And I was, where everyone was like, "You're wearing the wrong clothes, wearing shorts and fucking t-shirt," and they're like, "You're gonna die." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, that's why I got off."
Yeah.
So yeah,
But was the bug there? Were you feeling it?
no. I mean it was fun.
Yeah.
But I don't want one.
You don't want to do that?
No.
I started by riding scooters.
Yeah.
And starting by riding scooters and then moving to regular motorcycles, because
Yeah.
like the manual transmission thing can be a little overwhelming at first.
Yeah, at first,
Whereas
yeah.
a scooter is just like throttle
Yeah.
and then brakes.
Have you seen those? What are they? Zero bikes?
Oh yeah, the electric ones. Yeah, they're sick.
That must be
Super
great.
sick.
they're
Yeah,
cool.
they're
That's
awesome.
just hold the throttle.
Yeah. And last week I was up shooting that sorted show, the tuner car shootout, and one of the teams brought a Grom. You know, the little mini Hondas. You know what a Honda Grom is? Can you get a picture of a Grom? A Grom is like a supermoto, but small, and it has a scooter engine. It's a 125. It's like literally like a miniature motorcycle,
Ooh, yeah.
but not so miniature that an adult can't ride it.
Right.
Like remember them pocket bikes back in the day?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not that. You can ride on the street. It's like a miniature motorcycle, and they're like $3,000, and they go about 55 miles an hour.
That's fun.
Extremely.
That's fun.
And they have one.
It's like a scooter plus. Like you have gears.
It's gears.
It's a little
scooter with
quicker.
gears, yeah.
No,
You
it's
should
not
get one of
serious.
those. Just ride it around the neighborhood.
My producer, it was his bike, and we shot the little piece, and then he posted it, and then all of this was done without my wife knowing, and then he just showed it to her. He's like, "Have you seen Tom's new video?" She was like, "What the?"
Oh no, you got to warn her first
she
about
was,
that shit.
She was like, "You're riding motorcycles now?" And I was like, "I don't even like it."
My parents came to visit me in LA when I first moved out here, and they saw the motorcycle in my garage. Like I didn't crash it, like nothing happened. They never even saw me ride it, just in the garage. My mom like collapsed in tears
Sure.
and just begged me to sell it.
Yeah.
Which I actually did.
You did, yeah.
I did sell it, yeah.
There you go.
But scooters, for some reason, they compartmentalize
Yeah.
completely. I sold it, and 2 years later, I was like, I bought a Vespa. She's like, oh, those are fun.
Yeah.
Well, it's not thrilling to try to go fast on a scooter.
How
Says you.
No, I've topped them out, but like
you
I did it
drive them
once.
every day, the Vespa? Or like,
Yeah, unless I have a test car, yeah, pretty much.
And how fast does it go?
My Vespa, my
yeah.
green one outside, will go like 80.
80?
It's a 300. I have the fast one. They make slower ones, but I have the fast one.
Damn.
I wanted one I could ride on the freeway.
You ride on the freeway?
Fuck yeah, it goes 80.
You're crazy.
No. It's like it's a little bigger.
Shopping cart wheels.
No, for a long time I had a little
Option
125 that topped out about 55, and I rode that on surface streets and I commuted around and went everywhere. No freeway. But then I was like, would have more use out of this if I could go on the freeway.
And you do the lane splitting thing, like the motorcycle thing?
Not like the crazy people do, but yes, I lane split. Yeah. Lane splitting's safer.
It is?
Yeah, because it's one of those things that seems sketchier, but actually the most dangerous part of riding a motorcycle in traffic is at night. If you don't lane split, if you're waiting at the back of a bunch of cars, an approaching car might not be able to tell you apart from the car in front of you.
That makes sense.
And they crush you, rear-ending you.
That makes sense.
Whereas if you lane split, you're now at the front of the line and you have a cushion of cars behind you.
Okay.
So that's like anecdote versus data kind of thing. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's if you lane split at really high speed, yeah, it's sketchy.
Yeah.
But in traffic, it's chill. Yeah. Tom, where do you post the content you create with the cars?
I post them on my personal Instagram, which is Segura Tom, and then I post it on my personal YouTube page, which is the YouTube/Tom Segura page.
There you go. Brandon says, what is better